The yen, and to a lesser extent the dollar, rebounded strongly in the Asian session today on risk aversion as sentiments were somewhat weighed down by China's economic data. The HSBC manufacturing PMI improved slightly from 47.6 to 47.8 in September. That's the 11th straight month of contractionary readings and was the longest contraction streak of the reading in history. More PMI data will be released from the Eurozone later today in addition to retail sales from the UK and the Philly Fed survey, which could affirm the view of a gloomy global economic outlook. Euro-US dollar is back trading below the 1.3 level for the moment, and it looks like a deeper pullback would be seen in near term. Nonetheless, there is no change in the near-term bullish outlook in the common currency in general. Yen's post-Bank of Japan sell-off yesterday was rather brief and staged a broad-based strong rebound. Yen's strength carried on to the Asian session today on risk aversion. Also, it seems that markets are not too satisfied with the Bank of Japan's quantitative easing announcement. The bank raised the asset purchases by 10 trillion yen, that is around $127 billion. But that was relatively unaggressive compared to the Fed's open-ended unlimited purchase of mortgage-backed securities of $40 billion a month. Also, the Fed's quantitative easing is seen as unsterilized and should have a larger effect on depreciating the dollar. Also, the ECB's outright monetary transactions were also seen as unlimited in nature even though they would be sterilized. We'll monitor if the US dollar-Japanese yen jump earlier this week was a false break. Dallas Fed, Fisher, an own hawk, said he did not argue in favor of additional monetary accommodation in the last meeting and warned that the Fed is venturing into unknown territory with its quantitative easing and monetary policies. Fisher warned that there is a noticeable increase in the longer-term inflation expectations inferred from bond yields, and that would suggest incipient doubts on the Fed's commitment to fulfill its inflation mandate. But he said he prayed this latest initiative will work, and he says that 30-year mortgage commitments have fallen since the announcement. On the data front, New Zealand GDP grew more than expected by 0.6% quarter-on-quarter in Q2. Japan's trade deficit widened to 0.47 trillion yen in August, and the all-industry activity index dropped 0.6% month-on-month in July. German PPI rose more than expected by 1.6% year-on-year in August. Looking ahead, Eurozone PMIs are expected to be steady in September, and UK retail sales are expected to contract mildly in August. From the US, jobless claims, the Philly Fed survey and leading indicators will be released.